Vasudeva Shutam Devam Kamshachanudamardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Om Shanti Shanti. I salute Sri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, the destroyer of the demons, Kamsa and Chanura, and the darling of the mother, Devaki, and the world teacher of the whole world. We salute him again and again. Oh, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are in Bhagavat, and we are in the book 2, chapter 9. And here, Brahma was the first creator in Hindu Trinity, creator God. There are three. Here, Narayana is the ultimate. Then Narayana gave boon to Brahma, and Brahma created this universe. Now, Brahma requesting Narayana that how did you are only one without a second, Brahman, etc. But how you have created this universe, how creation comes. So, Brahma's request to the Lord was, we read the other time, Brahma requested the Lord Narayana Krishna that, O Brahman, who hold the Vedas latent in you, I am highly satisfied by your long and concentrated meditation for enlightenment on the work of creation. The worship and prayers of perverted yogis never satisfy me in this way. It's talking that, O Brahma, you are holding, from Brahma came all the four Vedas and also the Vedangas, all the scriptures, and all creation has come in the physical level or subtle or anything. So I am highly satisfied because you did austerity. Creation is done through austerity. In Hinduism, everything comes out of tapasya. So, and your sincere tapas, austerity, concentrated meditation, focused, withdrawn from the whole world, focused in me. As a result, this worship and prayer excels the prayers and focus of ordinary yogis who try to concentrate and whose mind is disturbed in every direction. So, O Brahma, may good fortune befall on you. Ask of me whatever boon you want. Now I am very happy to give you the boon. For I am the granter of boons to everyone. But know for certain that there is nothing greater to be achieved than realizing me. The greatest boon, if you ask, if you can realize me, that is the greatest boon. Material boon, name, fame, prosperity, glory, that will be coming, but that will end. But that is the highest.
It is interesting that in Mundaka Upanishad also it says that tapasa chiyate brahma.
Tapasa chiyate Brahma. Chiyate means it pops up. Brahman pops up in the material world by tapas.
So Vishnu is saying that realizing him is the best thing.
Is it because this bhakti book, this book is all Krishna and Narayana? If it is Shiva book, then you will say Shiva. All. I am the grantor of everything. No. So this is Puranas are like that. To increase the devotion of that particular way of thinking. My Guru Jagat Guru. It is like that. My adorable God is the God of all. superior to all. So this is the reverential attitude of a devotee. Your attainment of my realm is because I willed it. You did some tapasya, you attain me. Now I am seeing you, see me, I am talking to you. It was because not for only your tapasya, austerity, but it's my grace. I gracefully granted that. That you are able to perform, even to do tapasya. You did austerity. Don't think that you have done by your own power. It is my power. I am gracious. I am giving you the power. That's why it said, we try meditation, it does not happen. And ultimately said God's grace is necessary. No? So simply think that you could do austerity because of my grace. You have it. See, you are now seeing me. It is by my grace. Tapasya you did, you thought to purify yourself, to concentrate. What? Tapasya means concentration. Not paying attention to the external world, not even to your hunger, thirst, bodily needs, all concentrating on austerity. Tapas means what? Austerity. Austerity means what? Fasting, not thinking of the world, not going for anything, concentrating. That means your total mind is not on me only. So this has happened because of my grace. God will say God's grace. Wait,
Holy Mother did tapasya for others.
yeah, that you are able to perform tapas, inward concentration, at my command was also the result of my will. I will that way. That's why your mind prayed to me. I will do tapas. And I granted that tapas. That means it is all God's play going on. That's the major thing. When you stood utterly confused as to whether you should do it, it was I who directed you to perform tapas. Tapas is the core of my being, and the meaning of tapas is myself. What is austerity means? Reaching me. That's the tapas. In the beginning, I create everything by tapas. By tapas, I support everything, and by tapas, I withdraw everything to me. Yeah? By austerity or by concentration, I created this universe and I maintain it by tapas, and it consumed into me by tapas. The glory of the austerity, glory of one pointed focus on God. That is the subject here.
In this case, it's Krishna, right?
Huh?
Narayana is Krishna.
Huh.
He is not.
And Narayana is all pervaded Lord,
He is the
who
only
permeates
one.
everywhere. Narayana.
Yeah.
And Narayana also means Naranam Ayana, the goal of all human being to reach Narayana. Now, today's reading, verse number 24. Brahma, in response, now said, these are all Krishna Narayana said. My austerity, I gave you the power. My power, you did austerity. By my wish, you saw me to merge in me. It is by my grace. That means it is you or nothing. It is I have created everything by my cosmic intelligence. Now, Brahma said, today's reading, verse number 24 on page 131. O Lord, you are the overlord, as all the indwellers of all being. You have, by virtue, your unerring awareness and insight into the hearts of all, and knowledge of what they yearn for. You are the Lord of the Lord, that's why you are overlord. And as you are indwelling in the heart of all, because of that virtue, you are aware what is going on in everyone's heart. You are the knower of every thought. And insight into the hearts of all, and knowledge of what they yearn for and what they are asking for. Say, the Upanishad says, Eko Bahuram Jubidadhati Kaman. Yeah, that Brahman being one, he is fulfilling the desires of everyone. your desire, my desire. I am asking for this, am I craving this? All it is he knows what I want. He knows what you want. All the universe, because it's the indweller and the conscious entity behind. O Lord, still deign to grant me what I ask for. So I am asking now what? May you be pleased to make me understand how I can know you who are really formless in forms gross and subtle. You are formless in your nature, but I want to know. Give me grant so that I understand how you are the formless, really formless, but in form you see, in the gross form I see you, and the subtle form also you are there. O Lord, O Sir, grant unto me that knowledge by which you, of irresistible will, are able to bring out this multi-powered universe in sheer play. By your own wish, how you brought this universe, this earth, stars and galaxies, everything, just your by your wish. That's why he said, Eko Aham, just we are hearing from the Upanishad, Eko Aham, Aham, I was alone, one the one, I was one. Bhushama, I will be many. And Prajayeti, and whole universe came out. By mere wish. How you do that? Please tell me. You are the one ultimate truth, I understand. But how you by mere wish, you are the formless entity. But how you became in so many forms, how you manifested yourself in so many ways. And multiple powered universe by sheer play. And you are sustaining it. After creation, it's here for years we see. Our forefathers saw, grandfather, grandfather, grand, all those lineage, thousands and thousands of years. Everyone sees this universe. It is sustained, it is maintained. And withdrawn into thyself as a manifestation of your unique, even inherent power. So, Atma Mayam, and you sometimes consume the whole universe. No creation. No? It's called the pralaya, the permanent dissolution. So you create it, you sustain it, and you dissolve it. What is that power? Just like an example, just as a spider, it brings its own saliva and then it makes a net. No? And when it can take back this juicy thing. When it is just creating, if you just strike it, then it goes back and withdraws the entire thing and goes up. Once they make the net, it cannot dissolve for the spider. But for God, He creates, it sustains, and it can consume into Him. Everything comes from Him, manifests, and then consumed. So it is your, like the spider brings out from within and withdraws into itself its web with such ease. So you also, God, you did that. Universe is created out of you, manifested like this, and you are consuming again within yourself if you wish. As ordered by you, I shall perform the work of creation without any negligence. You have selected me as Brahma, the creator. You are bestowing me the power. By your power, I will do that. Equipped with the knowledge by your grace, may I not suffer bondage by engaging myself in creation. But only I pray, if I start creating, then ego will pop up. I am doing, I did this. See, every one of us, whatever we do, say, I did it. And I want to take the credit of it, glory of it. But I don't want that type creation. Brahma is saying, I don't get entangled. I should not get entangled. By you have ordered me, I'll have to do your work. But bless me so that I don't get entangled into creation. See, the whole philosophy of Hinduism runs in this point. And the whole Bhagavad Gita says you do everything, do detached. Whatever you do this way. And don't perform all actions in the Swamiji's Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and other places. Do everything, but don't get tied up with anything. Like Padma Patri Jal, the water in the lotus leaf, the water stays there as it were, but there's no stickiness. And our all problems are their stickiness. We stick and it cannot depart, could not detach. So Brahma is, that's why Brahma is Brahma. Brahma is also said that mind-born, a mind-born creation of the Lord. Lord created out of his mind, thinking this way, this is Brahma, and you create. He's a big boss. Narayana has no time to create himself. You start your work, Brahma. All the power being bestowed to him. But Narayana is free. He can consume everything. But he created, ask you start creation. And Brahma is saying, please give me the boon that I will do as you ask me. But only I will be detached. Engaging myself in creation that I may not suffer bondage by engaging in the creation. O Lord, you have received me with cordiality, taking me by the hand as a friend would, but I am after all your servant. So long as I am tirelessly discharging this duty of creation of beings, high and low, as your servant, may I not develop the pride that I am Brahma, the unborn and independent being. So, so everyone, that it is the beautiful prayer of Brahma then. Yes, I will do the creation as you have said. I will do whatever you have ordered me, this creation and all sustain. But let my ego, let my pride don't get entangled. And let me think, servant, I am your servant. Swami Vivekananda said, Das tavu janame janame. I am your das, means servant. I am your servant, not in this life, life after life. Nastabu janame janame. Dayanidhi, you are full of compassion. You tell me what you want to do. It is your will. I am nothing. So Swami Vivekananda in his song also said, when he is now instruction on the supreme knowledge. Now the Lord. Now this is the prayer in between. Brahma said that I will obey you. I will do what you say. But make me detached. Let me feel that I am not connected with this and no have pride that I did it. It is it is you are doing. I am an instrument. Exactly that idea. I am an instrument. You are the machine. You are the machinist. I am the machine. Huh? I am the
Chariot, you are the charioteer.
chariot. You are the charioteer. I am the machine. You are the machinist, operator. I am the house. You are the indweller in the house. House is house. If there is no indweller, there is no house. If there is nobody, we call abandoned house. It's a dead body. But wherever you find any house, I am the house. But you are the indweller who lives as conscious entity in everyone. So let me do your work as you are ordering me to do, but let my pride, let my ego does not come in between. Let my attachment don't get along. The world will be all joy if one can learn a little bit of that. Our life is so much problem. Why? We are attached. If you detach even your body, what is that? This body was not with me forever. So, if someone is 50 years old, before 50 years, this body was not there. And you got the body and it grew. Every day growing means then every day old body is no more and a new body is coming. But my body, I, detach. Then you are free. Hari Maharaj, dekho jane or dukkha jane. Let the body understand and the suffering understand. I am Atman. Oh, my mind, stay in joy and bliss. Attachment and pride. These are the whole, that's why Ramakrishna summarized the whole Bhagavad Gita. It is Gita, 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 Gita. It is the renunciation, detachment. That is the essence. You need not to read the Bhagavad Gita. Only know this, Tyaga. Live in the world, detach. But it's a very big struggle. And this is the Maya. Though we know, but we don't understand intellectually sometime. But to play into practical life is totally impossible. Unless you are a Brahmagyan, unless you are an advanced soul. This point comes, this surrender, this idea of surrender, dedication comes. God is the doer, I am nothing.
Maharaj, why would that be impossible?
Impossible means hard, not impossible, possible, but with tremendous dedication is necessary. Tremendous
To be detached.
austerities are necessary to detach. Every day to think. All our suffering comes because of that. Well, who can give me any suffering? If you detach. See, the pew does not get attached to anything. You sit, it gives you shelter. You get up, it is there. It breaks. It stays. It's polished. It's unpolished. It matters little. So if one can be feeling like that, this is the body is jara. It is like the piece of wood, piece of plank. What is that to do? Consciousness is something else. And that as a embodied being, I surrender. Deho buddhya to rasosmi. When I am in the body consciousness, Hanumanji used to say, no, this. When I am in the body consciousness, I think I am the servant. You are the master, you are the Lord, I am your servant. Jiva buddhya, when I think I am the individual soul, then you are the cosmic soul, I am the individual soul. But and when I think I am not there in this body mind, then I am thou. Eh? I am that.
But it says the whole world is your own.
Yeah, if you say own, then there is no question of attachment, there is no detachment. Everything is you. Then to whom you will attach? Suppose in your home, if it is not my thing, people get tempted to take away something. If it is not, but nicer thing, no? People are, suppose there is people enter into some place and see some costly thing, people tempt to take it because it thinks that is not mine, I will be rich by having this. But if you know this is yours, so what will you do? Whose thing will you steal then? You are there, that's a Brahma Jnana state. The Jagat, the whole world is yours because there is nothing but you. That's a state of knowledge, but I'm not talking of that. We're talking about our condition where we don't think that way, we cannot feel that way. And thinking will not do. We are also to work on that, meditate on that, pray on that, and live that way, feel that identity. Now, the supreme instruction now given by the Lord to Brahma. Brahma said, help me to be detached, help me to be free from pride. Now, the Lord said, verse number 30, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Jnanam paramagishyan me jadvigyana samannitam sarahasam tad angam cha grihana gaditang maya. He says, Jnanam, this knowledge which is paramam gujjam, which is the most secret. Knowledge of many material science, they are physically you can understand. This knowledge is the knowledge of the subtlest knowledge, paramam gujjam. May jad vijnana samannita. I am telling you not to give you intellectual knowledge. I'll make you understand that. That means Sadguru, Brahma Guru, or God Himself giving the uh, teaching to His own pure son, like Ramakrishna giving to Vivekananda, so that they can understand. That's why I said, Sarahasam. I will talk about the subtlest of those responses. Become tadangam. You are my very dear. You are my part, as it were. I am food. You are a part. Grihano Gaditangmaya. I am describing it. Listen. Listen to that. What shall I say? Javanahang Jathabhavu Jadrupo Guna Karmaka. As I am, Javanaham. As who am I will tell you. Jathabhavu. What are my moods? Jat Anugraho Jat Rupa. What form I carry, and what is my guna, the qualities, and what are my karmas. Tathaiva tattva astu te madanugrahat. Tatha evo tattva. And knowing that, you get the knowledge of the truth, tattva. Tattva means truth, by my grace. So it says, by my blessings, you shall have that knowledge of my truth, what I am, what my manifestation, what are my forms, what are my attributes, my activities. So I shall let you know, because you are so sincere and so pure. Before creation, 32 verse, I alone was, that is the again. Eko aham, I was alone. Alone means not the thing we think about. Alone means people feel I am alone, so get frightened. It is not like that. Alone means loneliness. Huh? God didn't feel loneliness, but He was only. Alone here means only. I was only. And I thought, okay, I will be many. And then creation came. So he says, before creation, I alone was. There being no other existence of the nature, then the cause and effect different from me. I am the cause, I am the effect, and there is nothing but me. There is nothing but Brahman. Nothing but that ocean of consciousness. Nothing. I am saying consciousness. Who will say consciousness? Whether it is consciousness or dullness, who will say that? Only one alone, that reality. So he's saying, I now, Narayana talking to you, I was alone, only one. Now, before creation, I alone was, and there being no other existence of the nature of cause and effect. You now see everything is happening, cause and effect. And they're different from me. This cause was, I am the cause, and I am the effect. Ocean is the cause, and ocean is the wave, effect. The same water, I was alone. If Pacific Ocean says, I was alone, that means ocean was the only thing. And all the waves and ripples and so much of variation, and all the forms have come from where? From the ocean. So I am the waves, I am the ocean, I am the cause, I am the effect. There is no third cause and effect. Normally we always say, why it happened? Because somebody has done something. So third agent is necessary. But at the beginning of this creation, there was nobody but only me, I, and I became like this. It's a very bhakti book. It is Brahma is saying creation and all this. But see how Vedanta is the foundation of all understanding. It is
Bhakti
nothing.
Vedanta.
Huh?
Bhakti Vedanta.
That's why they call Bhakti Vedanta.
ISKCON.
ISKCON, you say they call this Bhakti Vedanta, no? Bhakti Vedanta. AC Bhakti Vedanta. After the creative cycle ends, when the creation of this creation will be end, I alone exist. All the waves go. What will happen? Ocean will remain. Now ocean is turbulent with waves. So ocean is wave. Wave is ocean. And when there will be no wave, ocean will remain. Is it not ordinary Vedanta? Non-dual Vedanta, absolute. For this universe, which seems to have a separate existence now, this table is there, the roof is there, sky is there, earth, water, element are there, trees, plants, human, subhuman, the animals, plants, everything is there. But which seems separate from God, no? But it says it's also myself, deriving its sustainability from me alone. And when everything dissolves in its cause, in Mahapralaya, dissolution, what remains is only myself, M capital. I only remain. So I in my absolute form, I in my manifested form. And there is no other person. Brahma, Vishnu, etc., all created by me. They are actually talking about Brahman, the absolute. But because it is a book of Vaishnava book, so we say it is Krishna. That I, cosmic I, is the Krishna, avatar of Krishna.
Because Brahman cannot do any wrong.
That's the
why
point.
Brahman is that's why they cannot.
But cannot, but he manifests and unmanifests. There is, as you say, there is no Maya even. Who will do? I am the only reality. Why are you talking about Maya? There is no Maya, there is no power. I am only. I am this way, I am that way. That's why Ramakrishna said, the snake and its wriggling motion. It is inherent and it comes out. That's Sakta philosophy. What is presented on the Atman without any substantial reality apart from it, that means Atman, and what fails to leave anything as residue apart from the Atman when it ceases to be presented. No, that to be due to my divine power, Maya. That's my Maya Shakti. That means what is presented on the Atman without any substantial reality. You are imagining something as if there is no God, there is no Atman, only the world is there. Many people, they don't believe in God. Where is Atman? Where is Brahman? I see this universe. This is the only reality. So what is presented on the Atman without any substantial reality, apart from it, capital, and what fails to leave anything as residue apart from Atman when it ceases to be presented, know that to be due to my divine power, Maya. So it is happening because of my Maya, Maya Shakti. Maya means the power of creation, sustenance, and destruction. Three power is within Maya. Such presentation is like a reflected image. Hmm? That power is what? As you see, reflected in you. This world is reflected. Real sun is further away, but you see the reflection only. So what you are seeing in the mind, it is reflected in the mind. The mind, withdraw the mind, only one sun. Ramakrishna gave the example of the pots. There are many jars, 10, 20 jars. If you keep 10 jars, 10 sun reflected. Only one original sun and 10 reflected sun are there. These 10, these earth, planets, stars, galaxies are there. So many is reflected. Where it is reflected? In the mind, and just in the cosmic mind. If the mind is removed, break those jars, then what will happen? Only one sun. That was there, that is there, that will be there. Whether you see reflection, that time also the original sun is there, and you destroy all these reflected jars, that also the original sun is there. So that reality is Brahman. The great basic elements of nature combine and constitute all the objects, high and low, pure and impure. Though entering into these combinations formed by them, these elements do not lose their elemental nature and take on the qualities found in the combination. They can thus be said to be in these combinations and also outside them at the same time. Similarly, I constitute these beings. I, as Atman, Brahman, constitute, I have every wave constituted by me. Is it not the ocean water? Every wave, whether small, big, bubble, foam, is only the I, ocean. If ocean has a language, he could say, I am the Pacific Ocean. I have created all these names and forms, no? Big, small, nothing but me. You see, though separate as it were. I have entered into them, and in this sense, I have entered into them. I have created them, and I have entered into them. Means ocean is there also. Water is mine, not minus ocean. Waves and ripples are not minus ocean. It is happening on the ocean. Ocean is seen in another form, reflected in this way. And when it merges, it becomes one again ocean. Yet I have not entered into them in the sense that my pristine nature is not affected by the nature and experience of the combinations that make up the bodies of beings. What the seekers after truth has to grasp is that that substance which persists always through all its transformations into its various effects or forms, but suffers no diminution in the process, as also when all these effects of forms are eliminated in the causal condition. Suppose when the ocean was calm, waves started, ripple started, and waves start. So when this wave started, as if the ocean has entered into the wave. But ocean does not lose its sanctity. Ocean does not lose its pristine purity. When it is formed, that's also the ocean. Oceanic energy is there, it's intact. When it dissolves, then also it remains the ocean. That means Brahman remaining the same, this creation, sustenance, and destruction may happen, but it does not affect the ocean. It does not affect the Brahman. It does not affect that with the reality. Practicing the highest samadhi or concentrated absorption in me, perform my commandments, then will never be infatuated through all the cycles of creative activity in which you are asked to engage yourself. So, what is ultimate teaching? Try to understand this philosophy that it is all me, nothing other than me. If you understand this and do your duty, and with meditation, experience, practicing the highest samadhi, you now contemplate and think that there is only one, the one manifested this way as the world and diverse universe, and he had entered into it in the sense because wave as if we are seeing as if wave separate from the ocean. That's why it says the ocean has entered. Oh, it is ocean only. Entering question does not come. and when it dissolves, it remains the ocean. So, no, it is all oceanic play. It is all the world display of God. And then you do your creation activity with a combination of this and that. Now you can start knowing that this combination is not changing the characteristic, basic characteristic, Satchidananda characteristic. Satchidananda characteristic remaining the same. This play is going on. And now you perform my commandments, then you will never be infatuated through all the cycles of this creative activity in which you are asked to engage yourself. People has fascination. I write one line, a few lines. I am attached to that because my writing. You have composed a poem. You are at, you like that. Oh, it's my poem, and you will be happy if someone praises that. That means I have my association with that. But if you think it is the oceanic energy, it is the Satchidananda energy that has manifested, you have nothing to take glory on that part. It has come out of you. You are only an instrument. Then, in that perfect knowledge and perfect samadhi, you will then not be affected.
Or
So,
you have many points you have written, or many ideas has come out of you. Then you don't feel particular association, even if somebody takes all your ideas and does something else, you don't care.
those who cannot care, they have.
The mediocre, they have more
So
attachment.
that's why mediocre people we are all, especially those who are can do, we are not concerned about them. But he's teaching that how to be you Brahma, you create, but you can be detached. If you know it is not my doing, it is his wish. Ramakrishna said, everything is his will. সকলি তোমারই ইচ্ছা ইচ্ছাময়ী তারা তুমি তোমার কর্ম তুমি করো মা লোকে বলে করিয়া আমি সকলি তোমারই ইচ্ছা everything is my thou will mother হ্যাঁ তোমার কর্ম you are doing your কর্ম see তুমি here is mother here is Brahman here is Narayan forget about this name that's why Vedanta is very simple they can understand don't get deluded by the name Narayana or Bhagavan or mother Kali or father mother forget about that the one principle they are saying in so many languages the সকলই তোমারই ইচ্ছা it is my cosmic will means your cosmic will that is the cause আর ইচ্ছাময়ী তারা তুমি you are all willing your wish is this manifested universe লোকে বলে করি I mean people foolishly say I am doing no one can do anything it is you doing now how origin of this book came out Bhagavatam commending Brahma 37 verse commending Brahma the master of all creatures in this wise Srihari, the eternal being, disappeared from the vision of the former, even as he looked on. The Brahma was seeing Narayana appeared and he gave this advice. And suddenly, after finishing this advice, Brahma saw the Lord disappeared. Brahma, who had the germinal condition of everything in himself, in him is the creator. So all the creativity thought was inside Brahma. Here, the Lord created Brahma, giving the potential power to manifest all this universe. No? So disappeared Brahma, who had the germinal condition of everything in himself, then saluted Srihari with joined hands and began to create. Now Brahma started creating by saluting the Lord. That is, project all beings in the previous creative cycle. It is like the Jatha Purvam. And the Hindu psychology is that Nothing new. It cycle after cycle, the same cycle, cyclical, no? All this creation comes in cycle. As was before, Yatha Purvam, Tatha. But it takes billions and trillions of years of existence. Hmm?
Is it Brahman in the same in every cycle? Is the same Brahma, or does the soul, individual soul Brahma changes?
Oh, that may be different, maybe with different souls. I do not know because God, and that's a big soul, it's a big power. Maybe says one Brahma's day and night is big. The whole creation is comes and creation goes. Brahma. So Brahma lives 100 years. Calculation is so big you cannot imagine calculation. One Brahma's cycle is some millions and billions of trillions of years. Suppose think that how the sun, from the sun the planets came out. It's only a small example. This creation it goes on millions. They are all calculation is trillions of years and human years. So the same, they say no. There may be another, but after 100 years of one lifetime.
So we are talking about the yugas, Kali Yuga.
Huh?
We're talking about the yugas.
Yugas, they're all calculation, very complicated thing to understand.
So do the Brahmas they change?
Even in
after-
one period, they're called golden age and
Yes.
4 yugas. This is
But
that.
consists of trillions of years
Yeah, right.
each yuga.
Yeah. But as that is the question, is that the Lord Hori with joined hands and began to create. Brahma started creating. What creating mean? Creating means what? What projecting, what was in his mind. Ramakrishna gave the example. The granny, the grandma, normally when they used to have agricultural system, one season goes, one types of plants are germinated, and that is season is over, then they collect the seeds and keep seeds in some pouch. That's called hodgepodge pouch. Many varieties of seeds are kept on. And when the regular season comes again, after a whole year, maybe next year, then they put them again, the same types of plants germinate for food, for flowers, etc., etc. So the creation goes on like that. That is, project all beings as in the previous creation. That's why creation is infinite. Like that, if we go to the beach, you saw whole day, sit there whole day, and you have the capacity to see how many waves and ripples and forms have been done today. Now you go tomorrow. You will see the waves and ripples and forms are coming the same way. We may say a little difference today or tomorrow, but in the total cosmic creation, it came the same way, one after another, one after another. Once Brahma, who was wholeheartedly devoted to the Lord, engaged himself in austerity, consisting in his yama and niyama, desiring the good of all created beings. Then Narada, the most beloved of Brahma's offspring, who was noted for his devotion to service, his introspective nature, and his love for God, he approached Brahma to know the working of the cosmic power Maya of the Lord Mahavishnu, the master of Maya. After having praised him, Miss Brahma, by his service, humility, and discipline, then the Devarsi Narada, seeing Brahma, his own father, and the grandfather of the worlds, in a pleasant mood, put to him the same question that you have now put to me. Then Sukadev said that that Narada appeared, and Narada also put the same question as Brahma has put the question to Narayana. Narada in turn imparted it to the sage Vyasa of the great spiritual prowess. So Narada then gave that knowledge to Vyasadeva, and who seated on the bank of Saraswati was absorbed in contemplation of the Supreme Being. So Narada in turn imparted that knowledge to Vyasadeva, and Vyasadeva was such a such a great spiritual personality who have what you call that, who have divided the Vedas and Brahma Sutras and all these things. He was seated on the bank of Mother Saraswati river Saraswati, seated on the bank of the Saraswati, was absorbed in contemplation of the Supreme Being. He was thinking of God. Who? Vyasa. Vyasa, sitting on the bank of the river, holy river, Saraswati, was contemplating on God, and that time Narada appeared. And for 45, for your question, beginning with how this world came out of cosmic form uh, of the Lord, I shall give answers to the narration of this great text, the Bhagavatam. So he said, now I am going to give you the story, how it is created, and this Narada, then Bhagavat is created. So now this is the end of the chapter 9. So we'll end here for a few minutes to go for some question. And chapters 10 we start next day. Book 2, 2.2.10 next day. We end here. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanam Astu. Yes, question is without Chit Vivarta, then unchanging God is same as changing world. Chit Vivarta means it's a technical term, very. Chit Vivarta means the changes you see, but without changing the original. You are seeing the rope, but you are saying it's snake. That snake is the Vivarta. Snake has not come. Rope is rope all the time. Without changing that, it is creating an illusion. So, Chit Vivarta, then unchanging God is same as changing world. Yes. If one can see, like the example given, then nothing has happened to the ocean. Ocean remaining the same, only it has created some ripples. But ripples are nothing but ocean. So it's nothing but you see the waves, you see the calm ocean, everything is only ocean, ocean, ocean. So is Bhagavatam then proposing that theory? What is the theory? The Chit Vilasa, it is the play of the Chaitanya. Huh? Yes, where the world is seen as real. Actually, Bhagavat is talking about that God has created. Here, creation theory, it is God who has become everything. Simple thing. We see wrongly because of our ignorance, by his power of Maya, the Lord God has made this world appear like this, whereas without changing the conscious substratum, conscious nature of it. Yes. Another question, Sri Ramakrishna stresses association with holy. and pious men and women who converse about God. Where does go to search for such people by living in this world? That's true. Sri Ramakrishna stresses always association of the holy. He says holy company. Yes, holy company is always best, Ramakrishna says. Huh? To get out of this malady of the samsara. So, holy company is the only source which can free us from all defects. So, where will you get the holy company? That's the question. Where does go to search? Where we do go to search for such people while living in this world? That's true. Where will you find holy people? You have to big question. So you have to search for that, and you have to search for that, and you have to sincerely seek for that. And holy company means holy men. That's also true. Holy company means holy books also, holy scriptures, anything which brings holiness in the mind, anything brings that holy ideas in the mind. That's holy company. You can sing a holy song. You can listen to holy talks. That's holiness. And holy person, yeah, always there is some holy person everywhere. So, but you have to, the holy places, go to the holy places. You have to try whether it is available or not. Who will tell that this is the holy man? To holy man to understand is also difficult.
কিন্তু যাহাদের হৃদয়ে পদের
So how many people are that like that? That Vaishnava scripture says that who is called holy? Holy is that looking at whom or coming in contact with whom? দরজাটা খুলে দাও, তোরা ঘোরাঘুরি করছে কয়েকজন এসে। Few people. খুলে দিচ্ছে। It is open, but some people do not know they are. Some people are. See, some people are. That's the point. So, holy people are, as Vaishnava literature says, looking at whom or in whose presence your mind, you are reminded of God, or your heart goes to think about God. Know that there is the holy man. Holy man. No.
Rakhal is taking care of.
Huh?
Rakhal is taking care of.
Okay. Name ruchi. No, that is not. The holy company is that Jahare herile hride sphure Krishna naam tahare janiyo tumi Vaishnava pradhan. Know that person to be a holy man, Vaishnava pradhan, devotee of Vishnu. Jahare herile, by observing whom or by coming in contact with him, your heart feels hriday in the heart, sphure, manifest Krishna now. That means you will be reminded of Bhagavan, Lord, God's name will be coming in your heart, or you will feel like thinking of God. So this is the, but you have to find out who will be the holy person. We cannot give any outside nature. I may talk big things, but I may be a worse person. Many people can do dual dealing, no? Can speak good words and give good lessons, but their life and character is centered around God or not. We cannot judge from outside, but this much we can see. If we are sincere, then we can feel that we feel good being around them, being in their presence. Uh, so many people used to feel that when I say many times that Swami Shahananda, when he was here, many people used to go and even sit with him and talk to him, no? And then they will find that they are they go back with little joy, little peace. That means that peace and joy you can feel being in presence of a holy man when you go back. Or you talk to him, then you get spiritual inspiration. Of course, both side is there. The student should be capable of understanding that. So Ramakrishna, see, many people of Calcutta came to visit him. But when they came to visit him, they some got the greatest benefit of it. They got the by coming there, they saw the ecstasy, they are absorbed in God consciousness. But others, they came and they are very restless. And even that company to be staying with Ramakrishna itself became a problem. They wanted to go to see the, what you call, the garden house and other. When Ramakrishna was speaking about spiritual ideal, yeah, they have no attention to that side, no? So it needs the characteristic. Someone should have the recipient mind. If I'm not hungry, you give some food. What does will it matter? Even the best food you bring, I'm not hungry. So it is no ruchi. Name ruchi. Uh, but who has really hunger and finds such a person, they will understand. We are reading Brahmananda Swami's life and his reminiscences. So people are going and seeing and coming back. They feel a pull for him, attraction for him. And being in him, they feel uplifted. So these are the signs of a great souls and sadhu sangha. It is difficult to locate by seeing outside. Even some sadhu came to see Brahmananda, the president of our spiritual order, and then they saw that he is sitting with a fishing rod, catching fish. Not actually not catching. He catches and then releases, but still it is a fun, like a child. But a person who is coming to see that, seeing a holy man sitting with a fishing rod, what type of sadhu is he? Huh? And actually, many people misunderstood. But they are pulled in another way to see his greatness, how his mind is so high, pulling the mind down to our level. So, holy company, holy people have to understand you need some holiness in yourself, but at the same time, holy people will be in whose association we can feel some touch of holiness, touch of joy, touch of peace. Uh, Anything more? Okay. Okay. So we end here then. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.
7:30 class.
Oh, we'll have our next class at 7:30, and the topic is Santi Gita, the peace song.
So